Pew, pew. Do, do, do.
Hello and welcome to the Says Who podcast with Kat and Tip.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
After that lovely rendition of Westminster Bridge. Yes, I'm well, thank you.
I thought we were mic testing.
No, we're all good.
All right, cool.
Yeah. But thank you for it.
Hope everyone enjoys.
Yeah. So, how's things?
Great. We just watched Rose.
We just watched Rose, yeah.
What was eating at McDonald's?
Yep. Living the high life, baby.
I specifically said to Liam,
Oh, for God's sake.
don't order me a banana milkshake because I don't like banana milkshake. And I looked at the receipt and it said 2 banana milkshakes, and I actually thought it was a joke. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But no, I'm sat here with a banana milkshake currently.
Listen,
Luckily, it wasn't overpowering banana, but
people are fallible, okay?
no. The issue is
People make mistakes.
right. They do. However, can I just say, people, that I ordered one. I think it was Monday. No, not Monday. Tuesday. Or it was Sunday. I ordered a McDonald's another day this week, earlier on this week, and I specifically asked them for a vanilla milkshake, and I got a Coke instead, and a £2.29 refund because they sent me a Coke, not a vanilla milkshake. So I just want a vanilla milkshake, and I've had 2 McDonald's this week. Whoops, and still haven't got my vanilla milkshake. So that's what the issue is here.
So this is a Doctor Who podcast where we discuss a little bit of news.
What news? What news?
Actually, there
What
has
news?
been news.
What?
Um,
What's the news?
but it'll probably be old news by the time this goes out. They're doing another.
What?
What? Well, I'm about to tell you. They're doing another
What? Talk faster.
multimedia event thing, like the Time Lord Victorious thing that they did, and Doomsday and all of that.
What are they? What were they?
For what were they?
Yeah. What do you mean?
The Time Lord Victorious one they did during COVID. It was what I think it's what the Time Fracture immersive theatre thing was tied to.
Right.
But it was like a load of across like Big Finish, Doctor Who magazine.
Oh, Doom.
Well, that was a separate one.
But that's
yeah,
what you mean.
Doomsday. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what I thought it was called? Doom.
No, she was called Doom.
The 24-hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
so
was
they
like comics, novels, audio.
Did you watch any of that?
No, because I saw the trailer and it looked awful.
Yeah, same.
But there's meant to be some good stuff in the Time Lord Victorious stuff, but I've not got around to it.
I understand what you mean now.
Yeah. They're
remember what you
apparently doing another one with Joe Martin.
Really?
Mm.
So we might actually investigate a bit about the Fugitive Doctor and what happened there.
Yeah. Let me get the old press release up. I believe it's called Circuit Breaker.
That sounds Dalek-y.
The first I've just put Doctor Who Circ, and the Google result was Doctor Who Circle Jerk. I don't know what that says
about your search history.
About Doctor Who fans. All my search history. Okay, so the Fugitive Doctor leads in an exciting new series of adventures spanning across audio dramas, novels, comics, and more. BBC Studios, in collaboration with BBC Audio, Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who Magazine, East Side Games, Penguin Random House, and Titan Comics, are excited to announce the upcoming launch of Circuit Breaker, a groundbreaking mixed-media Doctor Who story set to debut in 2026. Spanning audio dramas, comics, mobile games, novels, and digital storytelling, Circuit Breaker is a bold new chapter in the Whoniverse, offering an ambitious, interconnected narrative that will unfold across multiple formats, inviting fans to experience the mystery from every angle. The overarching narrative is crafted by Esme. Oh, I'm going to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Esme Giacchini Pearson, best-selling author and rising star in speculative fiction, and features Jo Martin as the fugitive doctor. I believe she is the person that wrote the novelization of Church on Ruby Road.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm going to check that.
Yeah, I know. Let's fact check.
Yes, it was. And I think she's got a new original novel coming out
Cool.
soon
Nice.
with 15 and Belinda.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening. That'll be next year.
Did I not say in I can't remember if I said it on the podcast or in one of our private conversations?
We don't have private conversations. We don't. This is all a ruse.
Yeah.
We don't actually.
I don't even like it.
No, I don't interact with you outside of this.
No. I wish you didn't, but that's not joking. I'm joking.
I brought you biscuits.
No, but you stole them.
I didn't steal them. Really?
They were free to you, kind
Yeah.
of. So you didn't give. Anyway, did I not say?
I'm not a shoplifter, by the way. Let's just put that out there.
Just cut it out. Just cut all this out,
Yeah, great.
please. Did I not say to you while Doctor Who isn't on air, they're just gonna. The likely thing is that they're just gonna do something with the fugitive Doctor.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah.
And now across all media.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
No, I know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a good thing.
No,
You might
no,
actually be
yeah,
able to explore it.
I mean, she's right for the picking for. Let's give this Doctor more stories.
Yeah.
Kind of legitimize her
But
a little bit more.
But I want it on the main show telly.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get that.
Well, we won't, but...
We got to get Doctor Who back proper first.
All right.
Um.
So let's talk about Doctor Who coming back properly in today's episode. Rose.
What a segue. Yeah. So today we're talking about. I really thought you were going to do the theme tune. I thought because I could see you like gearing up for a. What was that?
A new rendition of the theme.
Oh, I see. Murray, get her on the phone. Yeah, so we're talking about where it all began for a little cat.
After Paul McGann.
Where it all began after McGann.
Yeah.
Well, where it all
began
began
for me.
all began for you, yeah.
Should I tell my sequin unicorn story again?
No. Save that for the memoirs.
No, I'm pretty sure I just told this story twice on the podcast already.
You have.
Yeah. Picture this. 2005.
So we're talking about the episode Rose, series 1, episode 1 of New Doctor Who. Yeah, I don't really know where to start with this one.
It's incredible.
Join us next week for because it's such a it feels like whatever you say about it has already been said 100 times by everybody else.
So why are we doing this podcast then?
Whoa. All right, fine.
I'm joking.
Well, okay.
I've got some witty banter today.
Yeah.
I'm witty today.
Fine. We'll change tracks and talk about Mark of the Rani then instead. Is that what you want?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Not Mark of the Rani.
Not Mark of the Rani. No, it can't be.
We've already gone off on like.
Right, come on, we can.
Let's rein it in.
We can Rani it in. Rein it in.
Let's rein it in. I'm losing my mind. We're talking about Rose. We're talking about the episode of Doctor Who called Rose.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and it's difficult to talk about because, you know, it's been like reviewed and analysed to death.
But we found some new things today.
We did find a couple of new things, yeah, that we'd not really spotted before.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's quite difficult to talk about because, like, in just as an episode itself,
Yeah.
because it's so like emblematic of the the reboot and the show as a whole and the Russell era, but also Doctor Who in the 21st century, series one. Yeah, like there's so much here right from the get go.
Yeah, and I think it does it all so well.
Mm-hmm.
Introduces the Doctor perfectly, introduces Rose perfectly.
Well, let's go through.
Okay.
Let's go sort of chronologically,
Yeah.
and then we'll tangent off
Okay.
as we usually do.
Okay.
My first thing is literally just on that opening shot,
Yeah.
which, as you pointed out as we were watching, we see a fair amount
Yeah.
throughout the first couple of series.
Yeah. Just with different music.
Yeah, but I think that first shot just really communicates what the first RTD era is
Yeah.
about. We start up in
Space.
space, in the stars,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like, oh, this is what you're expecting. Like
Yeah,
people that know the
sci-fi,
show,
spacey.
it's sci-fi, it's space, it's aliens and bog monsters and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pan down to the Earth and literally go, no, we're going right back down to Earth, and it
Into
grounds
Rose.
it immediately.
Alarm clock, 7:30. Beep beep beep. Dumb. Westminster Bridge sound. Do 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 do.
It's going to be incredibly difficult to talk about this episode with you, I've just realised.
Why?
Because a lot of it is just going to be you repeating lines and things that happen.
But we were talking about it.
No, I know. It's just dawning on me now how much of the scripts you're going to recite as you did as we were watching it. Yeah, but I think that just immediately being like, we're bringing it back down to earth.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Which, and I know everybody sort of speaks about Russell's era as being the kitchen sink and the domestic and all of that, and it's not kitchen sink, like
I don't know what kitchen sink means.
like soap,
What?
like
What people think that it's like
yeah, but
horary.
it's more in like a broad strokes as the same way people refer to Moffat, like the 11's era as like the fairy tale.
Right.
Jodie's is the ITV drama. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see. I don't think it's soapy though.
No, I think it's just because it comes in with
companion focused, which is smart because then we can connect to the companion and see it through their eyes.
And I genuinely think that's the greatest strength of Russell's first era.
Yeah.
Is the character writing.
Absolutely.
And grounding all of the silly, bombastic, dramatic, sci-fi alien nonsense and explosions and running down corridors and all of that. That's almost just sort of window dressing. Because at the heart of it, and I think it's especially in series one, is, I know we spoke about it in the Bad Wolf Partner of the Waves review.
Yeah.
It's Rose and the Doctor and those two characters and that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the heart.
Yeah.
You know. So I think, obviously, again, it's been said 1,000 times, but using Rose as the audience identification figure.
Because we learn about the Doctor and Doctor Who at the same time she does.
Yeah, exactly. This show is like a crash course
in Doctor Who.
This episode is like, here's the basics. We're going right back to the start. This is what you need to know.
Yeah.
And we find it out as we're going, oh, what's that? And asking questions is when Rose is asking questions.
Exactly. Yeah.
And she's doing a bit of investigation herself. And yeah, I really like all of that stuff. But it's interesting as well, within like the first 2 minutes, you know so much about Rose.
Yeah.
Like it's so like efficient and like economical.
Yeah.
Through that montage, we go, okay, young girl, dead end job, lives with a mum on a council estate,
As a boyfriend.
has a boyfriend. Like, you just get bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
everything. And I think that now sort of iconic scene of her going down to the cellar with the Autons,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a coincidence that it feels like a bit of a horror movie sort of cliche.
Yeah.
You get the gorgeous young blonde going down, and there's a noise,
Mm-hmm.
and then she
Follows it.
she follows it, and she gets murdered.
I mean, she doesn't.
No,
No,
but
I know.
yeah. But I think that's what it is. I think it's an intentional sort of subversion
Mm-hmm.
of, as the doctor grabs her hand, that's almost like metatextually the show grabbing your hand and going, no, it ain't that kind of show, baby.
Yeah.
Like, no, we do things different here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's really interesting because it's almost a little bit like kind of divorcing itself from some of the cliches and sort of stereotypes of the classic show.
Yeah.
Of it being like, oh, she's gonna go down and scream her head off, and like
screaming. Yeah.
and there's none of that really.
I think what it does is I do think Russell's era picks out of kind of the best, or especially this episode picks the best of what Classic Who had, because the companions, although they didn't get as much kind of character focus as what Rose does, it's what they deserved. Like Jo obviously had character, Sarah Jane had character. Like you can't say that they didn't, but it really does focus and pin down and make it companion focused rather than Doctor focused.
I think it's few and far between. I don't think anyone could really argue that companions in the classic era had more growth or and I think a lot of the stuff that comes from, because you go, oh well, Sarah Jane was like grew over her time, or like Jo Grant grew. I think a lot of that probably comes from the performances.
Yeah.
Not to say that, because they both get quite sort of poignant like endings to their,
departures. Yeah.
They're not just written out because they fancied second bloke on the right on that planet. So, we're gonna go get married now.
Yeah.
But and obviously they were sort of leaning towards it with Ace in sort of season 25 and 6, sort of diving into her history and the relationship between her and the Doctor. And so I think that sort of,
it's a development on that, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it sort of sowed the seeds,
set it up.
But obviously in the wake of modern television, it was absolutely the right idea to, because it works mechanically, but also, and I'm sure one day we'll get round to doing the TV movie. But I think if you're coming into it as a new viewer, first of all, starting with like Sylvester McCoy and then watching him change, and then all of that into Paul McGann, you're like, what's going on here? But he's like your main character. He's your protagonist.
Yeah.
We're getting introduced to him and meant to be following him round. I don't. There's no real like frame of reference for me to like empathize with this man, because he looks like Paul McGann. Like I'd probably follow him anywhere, but I don't know who he is, and he's weird and an alien. He's literally not human. Well, half human on his mother's side, but like there's nothing really to grasp onto other than, like he's a little bit odd, and like he's kind of charming. Like I like him, but I don't know. Whereas having in this episode, having the Doctor as that weird mysterious figure that keeps popping up,
yeah,
but our main character for this episode,
Is Rose.
and arguably the series
Mm.
is Rose.
Yeah.
And we're seeing everything through
Rose's eyes.
her eyes. Like, there's never a point where
We see it through the Doctor's.
yeah, exactly. We're never not with Rose.
Yeah.
So we naturally sort of form an attachment with her, and yeah, and want to know more about the Doctor and who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes at a much more steady pace, like a natural sort of, you know,
uncovering of events.
Yeah, we're peeling back the layers over
Yeah.
those 45 minutes, and you don't get everything here,
No,
obviously.
you get the main points of
But-
what you need, really.
yeah,
and then it's explored further in the second episode.
Exactly, yeah.
But it
And
makes you want to come back for the second episode.
Yeah, and the whole series is just sort of peeling back those layers
Yeah.
on the Doctor, and on Rose.
Yeah.
Which is it's brilliant. Like I really think it's maybe some of the strongest character writing in the show. Just
Oh yeah.
these two over the course of this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody good, isn't it?
It is absolutely fantastic.
It is really good. What do we dive into now?
I don't know.
I kind of immediately went on a tangent. Yeah.
So we've just got down to the cellar, and she's shouting for Wilson a lot.
Something I noticed actually watching it this time, on Wilson's door,
Yeah.
it has his name,
Yeah.
and then it's got CEO.
Yeah. Chief Electrical Officer or something.
Well, yeah, but that's funny because CEO is like, if you were to be like, I am the CEO of the company.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
don't know if that's deliberate. Might be a little joke. Maybe Wilson's a little bit of a prankster, and he's like,
Maybe.
yeah, I'm the CEO,
Yeah.
the Chief Electrical Officer.
Yeah.
Rose, where's the lottery money?
Yeah. I've got your lottery money.
That whole
Can't hang
sequence,
about
though,
because they're closing the shop. Wilson. And then you hear like the little
this is what
cat
I
knocking
feared
over
would happen. Yeah, that whole sequence is
I love it.
great. I also really, really love because obviously you've got Murray's like Westminster Bridge theme like blaring over the montage, and then when she goes down in the lift and just ding,
Ding.
and it all
Cut.
drops out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, something's
Something's
afoot.
coming.
Yeah, I really like all of the, Rose being like, oh, all right, you're mucking about, and
Yeah.
it just feels really grounded and like,
Mhm. Well, that's what your response would be, wouldn't it?
yeah. And there's loads of that thrown in, which I really like. It feels like how people talk.
Yeah. Natural.
I mean, I really like Stephen Moffat as a writer.
But his characters don't talk normal.
They speak in quotes,
Yeah.
like things that all sound good written down,
Yeah.
like, whereas here it's human, it's
Mhm.
really just sort of natural, and it feels like the characters all of them are just really well realized and normal people, and you get a real sense of who they are, to the point where you can sort of get to the end of the episode and be like, well, yeah, of course Jackie would say that. That's
Yeah.
so Jackie.
Yeah.
I've only known her for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, but you're like, yeah, that's classic Jackie.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Would you like to tell everyone what you noticed?
so I did notice that there's a particular
Auton.
auton in the cellar that has an open shirt. It's not the main auton that first comes after Rose and hits the pipe. It's
The one to the left behind. Like...
yes, in a purple shirt. Appears to be.
Because we had a bit of a debate.
We did.
We had to pause. I've never noticed this before.
Kat believed that that particular mannequin just had rather endowed pectorials.
Yeah.
I believe them to be representative of mammary glands. So,
Why is it awkward?
yeah, I think there's an autumn with tits.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the weird thing. The weird thing is, why is the shirt open?
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, like I wonder because that's going out at like 7:00. I mean, I know you can't see anything, but
No.
I know it's
It's just bizarre that, like, I know, like, they're, like, down in the cellar, but, like, you'd close a shirt, wouldn't you?
give us some dignity.
Do you know what I mean?
Now, maybe it's like free the nipple
I mean, okay, don't wear a bra,
for
but
the autons. Yeah.
okay. Well, so that was Liam's brand new find. I mean,
No, I had other ones.
That was it. I mean, I made him aware of when Rose is outside of one of the shops. In the window, it looks like a little kind of like Dalek symbol.
Yeah, like the little tag that they've got on.
So you know, like on their it's kind of like head unit
on their necks.
on their necks. Yeah. You know how they got like a little dog tag on their necks.
Yeah.
On that kind of like little plate, the little Dalek-esque kind of symbol. That's kind of like
it's in
it looks
when
like
Rose
it's
gets
on,
off the bus. Isn't
yeah, behind her in the shop to her left. Well,
Mm.
no, well, yeah, to her left, behind her. There's like a Dalek symbol, which is a nice little foreshadowing moment,
Mm.
if that was intentional.
If intentional.
But I mean, I don't think it would be there for any other reason.
It might just be a design in that.
Yeah, but
whatever
why?
the shop
But
was.
that doesn't really make sense.
No, it might be a real design in the actual shop. Is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
and it doesn't really make sense because it looked like a clothing thing. Okay, well, it looks like a Dalek symbol.
No, it does. It does. I agree.
So, you've got boobs, and I've got
I beg your
Daleks.
Wow. News to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Where were we going? The that scene is great. It's very tense. It's really atmospheric. And then immediately
Run.
That's the show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about that. There's a slight sort of like, there's danger, but there's a glint in his eye, but there's like a warmth and I don't know.
Yeah. It has all the
literally-
emotions, don't it?
Yeah.
In just one
And
moment.
literally just from that one line,
Yeah.
I think you do sort of go, I implicitly trust this man and I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, but that's what everyone's reaction is, isn't it? Because everyone, well, 90% of people just follow the Doctor. They challenge him at points, but he just, whenever in any scenario, he comes and commands the room, doesn't he? And people just trust him.
and I think Eccleston like just exerts such charisma and confidence and like gravitas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll get to the Turn of the Earth speech in a bit.
Yeah, I know that's one of your favourites, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. Just immediately, it's like, I mean, I imagine having watched the classic series and then watched this on broadcast, it's very different. You know, it's very very sort of different portrayal of the character, but also the same.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's how you can say that with every Doctor, though, can't you?
yeah. But I think obviously, this was probably like the biggest jump from, because you know before he's just sort of like an Edwardian gentleman.
Okay, so you mean from his like direct predecessor?
Well, no, just generally. I think because I think all of the.
Do you not see kind of like 3 glimpses? He's the closest to 3, I think.
Yeah, but I think because it was very sort of like professorial, you know.
In 9?
In like the classic Doctors,
Oh, okay.
it's that very sort of like, I'm a scientist, maybe a little bit eccentric.
Oh, right, okay.
Probably speaking an RP accent.
That's one thing I'm so glad. After watching 28 Days Later for the first time.
Yeah.
With Chris...
What do you think of that?
Yeah, we'll get onto that another time.
Oh, okay.
But with Chris, is it weeks later or day? It is days later, isn't it?
Days, yeah.
With Christopher Eccleston, it's so bizarre hearing him speak. I've never heard him in a different accent before. I've never heard him speak anything other than what, because I haven't seen him in anything else other than Doctor Who, is what I'm trying to say.
Fake fan.
So, no, I just don't watch anything else.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So, watching 28 Days Later, and I only watched 28 Days Later because he was in it. Because I didn't know he was in it, and I saw someone tweet it, like, oh, it's so weird seeing Chris Ferguson in here. I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to watch it. And hearing him speak in a London accent, but you can still hear him in his northern accent underneath it, but you can hear it. It threw me for a loop. I was like, I'm so glad they didn't make him do any kind of accent and they used his normal voice, because that would have been horrendous.
Yeah.
I really don't like his accent in 28 Days Later. I was like, oh my god, this is so jarring.
But I think it sounds, this is what I mean. It's very different. He's northern and he's got a buzz cut and he's he's in a leather jacket and he's just got a bit of like swagger.
Yeah.
So, whereas like I can't picture any of the other Doctors before him having that kind of.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
He feels like he's hard as nails.
He is hard as nails.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas.
But it's also a little baby girl sweetums.
Yeah. Like, I could look at Patrick Troughton and be like, yeah, I could probably deck you. Like, I wouldn't, because he's lovely. But, like, if it came to it in a fight, I reckon I could.
Oh, here we go. Why does it every single bloke, any single, and I'm sorry to, actually, no, I'm not. Every single bloke I've ever spoken to, ever, at some point, like, who I consistently talk to, at some point will go, because, like, yeah, well, if I had to in a fight. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I've never been in a fight.
No, I know. You don't have to have been in a fight.
No, I know. My point is.
But somehow, every time. Yeah, but if I was in a fight, I could take him. Any person.
My point is, Patrick Troughton is a very sort of small.
So? He could be small and scrappy and completely take you down in 2 seconds. You don't know that.
But, like, no, but I'm thinking, like, his doctor. Oh, Jamie. So
he loves Jamie.
Yeah.
They're in a relationship, yeah. So what are you saying?
My point is, you look at Eccleston and go, I'm not going to with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't come for poor little Troughton like that. Yeah, all right, go try and take the third Doctor, see what happens.
Yeah, I could take Bill Hartnell. Actually, no, he knows the gentle art of fisticuffs.
He's good with Avia.
Yeah. Who do you think you could, of the Doctors?
Me?
Yeah.
5.
Oh, so now it's all right. now it's Peter Davison slander. It's okay. My point is,
you asked me a question and I answered it, and I appreciate that you included me.
I can't gauge where that was. That sarcastic? I don't know.
Let's move on.
Brilliant. Yeah, but like he's kind of quite far removed from what the sort of consensus on this is what Doctor Who looks like and sounds like and is.
Yeah.
And he's just not that.
Yeah.
But also he's still very much Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Which,
100%.
And I think it's interesting that you don't really go back to that sort of more professor archetype until Matt.
Do you think we go... I'd say more 12.
Yeah, I think it continues with Capaldi, but I think Matt's that...
Professor?
Yeah, he's like a bit of a mad science... He's like a little science boffin, isn't he? Like, in his tweed and his bow tie, he's like...
Yeah, but that's just costuming.
No, but just in his character, how he's just like a little nerdy...
He's more alien.
Yeah. But I think he's closer to that sort of
a representation of classic.
Yeah. Tennant is a bit closer to that than Chris.
Yeah, 100%.
But I still think it's
still more fresh.
Yeah, I think when I think of Matt, I do think of that whole like old man trapped in a young man's body.
Yeah, 100%.
And, like,
yeah. No, so do I.
He's a bit of a sort of kooky, eccentric, like
science
professor.
Yeah. Chris Eccleston is immediately the Doctor.
He,
That
yeah.
you don't need like
He don't need.
He doesn't need any kind of warming up to. He just instantly is, and he's just instantly believable.
Yeah, he just hits the ground running, doesn't he?
Straight away.
I think it's interesting that, you know.
But it's the same with Billy and Rose though. There's like no way, like within the whole episode, there's no characters that you don't believe that that's who they are, or that they're acting, or anything like that. It's really nice condensed, and I think the best thing that happens throughout the season, but especially in this episode, is everything is so well thought out and integral to the story. There's no filler. Everything is important and specific information to keep the story progressing and to keep us learning and keep us on our toes as we're watching moving forward. There's only one bit where I think the pacing drops, where it lingers a little too long, and that's when the Doctor's captured by the Autons and there's the kind of struggle. I think there's like 3 or 4 shots of it just panning between the Doctor looking at Rose looking at the Doctor, vice versa. I think there's only one moment on the end where I'm like, okay, and then Rose decides to stand up and the whole she won the bronze scene happens. That's probably the only part where I think it lingers over that moment a bit too long. Everything else is so precise and so just perfect for the episode.
Yeah, I think it, pacing wise, it moves
nicely
through, like, it's not rushing anything,
no,
but it's also cramming a lot in to those 45 minutes. But yeah, it doesn't feel like...
It doesn't feel crammed though.
Yeah, it feels like a natural way. We're not just getting like mountains of exposition.
Exactly.
Because essentially this episode is...
Well, it's just set up, isn't it?
To introduce... Obviously to introduce Rose, but to introduce the Doctor and therefore the show.
Yeah.
All of the Auton stuff is...
classic Autons, which are great.
It's a B plot, really.
Well, yeah.
It's...
the A plot is introducing the Doctor and Rose. B plot's the Autons.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clever revamping a classic alien as well. Especially something like the Nestene.
And I think especially because it works so well with like Spearhead.
Yeah.
Of that being like
the
Doctor's... Well, I guess a soft reboot.
Well, exactly. If I'm pointing anyone towards classic, I say start with Spearhead. Always.
Yeah, let's talk about the Autons.
Okay. My Auton babies. I love them so much. I love Autons because they terrify me. Because in 2003, there was a Scooby-Doo episode where plastic toys come to life in some kind of toy shop, right?
Right.
And attack them all, and were like these evil little toys, and that was like traumatic for me. After watching that episode of Scooby-Doo, I couldn't sleep with toys in my room. If I slept over my friends, there's this one particular friend, she had a fascination with plastic dolls, like baby Annabelle and all of that. If I slept over, all of them had to be removed out of the bedroom.
But her mum loved you.
And put outside of the bedroom because I refused to sleep with them. When I used to sleep at my friend's house, like my other friend's house, like, and they had all like toys under the bed and stuff, I couldn't sleep all night. Like it was a whole thing. I couldn't. And then 2005, plastic shop window dummies are coming to life and attacking people. Another traumatic experience. It terrified me because I'm already scared of like little plastic objects, like toys. Now I'm scared of shop window dummies. So they're just absolutely terrifying, and I still, like, for so long, and I'm ashamed to say it, even in adult years, I'd walk past a mannequin and like keep my eye on it because if that thing moves, I am out of there quick fast. I'm like fearful of the like uncanny valley.
I think that's what it is. I think it's part of the appeal of them as like monsters.
Well, yeah, because they're horrific, and they're only little. They're just shop window dummies, but they're just so scary.
It's the thing of like it looks humanish, but not quite.
Yeah.
Like, so your brain sort of can't quite get a hold on it.
Yeah.
So why do you love them?
Because they scare me. Like,
Right.
I love horror films, don't I? Because they terrify me.
So what do you wanted to get? Like you wanted to get like a proper mannequin, didn't you?
Yeah.
But what would you have done with that?
I'd have had it up because I really want. Because
You'd shit yourself every morning.
Yeah, but I'm terrified of Cybermen. But I want a cyber suit eventually. Like when I get a house, I'll have a room and I'll have like a full like Tomb of the Cyberman, and I'd have a full mannequin in like alt or screen accurate Auton clothes. 100%.
You'll never sleep.
Yeah, no, I might put a lock on the door.
Oh, and a lock's gonna stop those little handguns. Yeah.
Listen, I would love that. I probably would have to get rid of them. You're not wrong. I probably would have to sell them. But I would
But
love
for
that
that
for my
one
collection.
day-
For my collection. Actually, no, because I know. Yeah, no. Actually, that would probably be bad. I'd have to live on my own, I think. Because if I lived with someone and for a prank they took it out and moved it into a different room,
Mm-hmm.
and I walked in there and there was an Auton, I'd probably cry. Yeah, and Sam pretended to be an Auton on holiday, and I ran down 2 floors of stairs.
You guys have wild times.
I love the Autons. I think they're great.
Yeah, they're great.
They're just a great kind of mobile body. I guess like mobile, but for the Nestine to control, because they're like, especially in this episode, they're just a bit of sludge, aren't they? So they need some sort of physical form to go out and do what needs to happen.
Yeah,
and I
like,
think just some plastic dummies that have no personality, can show no expression. They just have one goal, and that's to do whatever it's being told to do. It's just terrifying.
And I think mechanically for the story, because as we said, they're not the stars of the show.
No.
But also it's one of those things where it's really easily communicated. It's like a kid watching can go, shop window dummies that come to life and try to kill you.
Yeah.
That's
Done.
it. That's kind of all you need to know.
Yeah.
You don't have to, if this first episode had the Cybermen in it, you'd have to spend a lot more time explaining
who they are and why they're significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're not just robots, they're this and that.
Well, the fact that it had to have a 2-parter for their first reveal so that we could get all of the information, it still being a tight story.
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
But it's very easy to go for Autons and go, shop window dummies. And you're like, cool, got it.
The annoying thing for me is when I wouldn't be able to, even if it was done well, I wouldn't be able to watch Rose if the Cybermen were the aliens, because I can't stand it when Cybermen are used for B plot, and it happens too much in modern Who. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it does.
We've got like this kind of story. Oh, we need an alien. Yeah, let's shove a Cyberman in there. No, shove anything else than a Cyberman. Stop butchering my cyber babies, please.
Yeah, they do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah. No, don't worry, we're gonna do a whole pod on it.
Oh, good.
What do you mean, oh, good?
Well, I'll clear that whole week in my diary then, because that's how long that's gonna take. I think the Autons are a great choice for.
Me too.
For this story, because they just kind of serve a function.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Billie Piper.
I could talk about Billie Piper all day.
She's good, isn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty bloody fantastic, isn't she?
Yeah.
Perfecto casting.
Yeah. Well, because obviously when she was announced to be in the series, there were a lot of sort of accusations. Like accusations. No, people were basically saying it was stunt casting and that it was, because she was at that time a pop star.
Yeah.
So I think people just didn't know that she could act.
Yeah.
Really. And her music was obviously what she was known for.
Yeah.
And I think, it was a sort of thing of like, oh, Yeah, they're trying to modernize it. They're trying to bring in
Oh, like bring in a pop star.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. But
ridiculous, and how she proved them wrong.
she absolutely storms it. Like, yeah, she's one of the
She will always be remembered.
not dead. Jesus.
No, but Rose will always be remembered. It's not going to be a companion that's overlooked ever.
No. She's like iconic
Yeah.
for so many people. She kind of like in the same way that I think Chris comes in and sort of revolutionizes the role of the Doctor.
Well, she absolutely does the same with the companion.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know, a lot of that I think is because the scripts gives more weight to her character and gives her more to do.
Yeah.
But also the whole story centered around her.
Right. Well, it's called Rose.
Yeah, no, but I mean the whole story of the series, really.
Oh, yeah, her story.
It's she's right in the center of that.
Yeah.
I think she's incredible.
And that's why I'm not mad about her casting now, because I think whatever she's gonna get given, whoever she ends up being, she'll come in and storm it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that Billie Piper.
Oh no, that's just why I'm really excited about it.
Will be great, yeah. Yeah. I think it's the fact that she is so sort of synonymous with this role.
Yeah.
Because it is like an iconic
Mm-hmm.
part.
The character also has some great growth. I really like to see how she develops from series 1 or from Rose all the way through till series 4. It's really interesting. Especially, I was reading the special edition on all the costuming, and I really, really love how her costume develops from like her scruffy kind of 19-year-old. Her clothes reflect what her life is, kind of how she feels like she's a mess, she doesn't have a control on things, that kind of thing, and how that progresses into like, this sounds bizarre, but like tighter clothing.
Yeah.
And things like that. As she develops and becomes more confident, more sure of herself, more commanding, more like the Doctor, so do her clothes, all up until series 4, where her clothes mimic what the 9th Doctor's clothes
did.
because
she rocks up in a leather jacket.
Because she rocks up with a leather jacket, and then the colours represent the 10th Doctor's alternative colours.
Oh, it's in the blue and the red.
It's in the blue and that, so that she's got both of her Doctors in her new costume as her arc has gone on.
That's cool.
Behind the scenes to where she is now, and I was just like, that is just chef's kiss. I love that so much, and that's why I love like intentional writing and intentional design and everything.
Yeah.
So cleverly thought out from start to finish, and it just wraps it up in a perfect bow. Oh, I love it so much.
But I think, yeah, like you look at her in this episode and you do sort of see that's just a 19-year-old girl. And then
you see what I like about her, the Rose's character, is you see her potential straight away.
Yeah.
Like you see her, she wakes up, you get the idea that she's not doing anything, she's stuck at the shop, her mum says it, like you've got all of that set up, but by the end when it pans up and you can see her just stand up, you've got Mickey quivering in the corner and you can see her standing up and she's like, I've got nothing to lose, essentially.
Yeah.
Like that's such a strong and like moment for her. You see her potential and you know exactly what she's going to be like throughout the rest of the series then.
Yeah.
And that just builds.
But I think also you get little moments of that just in the fact that she's like investigating.
Yeah.
That she's trying to find the Doctor and she's not letting go.
No.
When the Doctor turns up at the door and she's like, right, no.
Inside, like, right now.
Yeah. We're talking.
Yeah.
And then following that, and she's pushing him and asking him all these questions.
Yeah.
Then she's Googling him.
Yeah. Doctor.
Dr. Blue Box.
Dr. Living Plastic.
And then she's going to meet Clive.
Yeah.
She's talking, you know, like, it's all of these things where she's sort of showing her agency.
Yeah, 100%.
She's not that sort of damsel in distress stereotype
No, absolutely not.
that we're sort of led to think it might be going that way at the start.
Yeah.
With, you know, in the cellar.
Yeah.
And then the doctor comes in and saves
Saves
her.
her, yeah. I love...
But by the end,
she saves the doctor.
she saves him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's her, as you say, like, her sort of standing up and coming into her own a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's a nice parallel that she saves the doctor in her first episode and she saves the doctor in her last as well.
Yeah. It's interesting because throughout a lot of Series 1, the doctor doesn't really save the day himself.
Yeah.
So much. It's usually him kind of inspiring other people to do it.
Yeah.
Around him.
That's interesting. Go on then. So Rose saves the day in Rose.
Yeah.
The end of the world.
End of the world. I mean, Jabe sort of sacrifices herself. Even though he's the one to go through and,
yeah,
you know,
the Unquiet Dead.
Unquiet Dennis. Unquiet Dennis.
It's Gwyneth.
Unquiet Dead. Gwyneth sacrifices herself.
Yeah.
Aliens
in London, World War III.
It's Mickey that fires the missile.
Yeah.
And
it's Rose that saves them by getting them all into a safe space.
Dalek.
Well, Rose again, because the Dalek end up sacrificing itself.
Yeah. The long game. He inspires Kathika.
Kathika, yeah.
Father's Day, he's kind of inspired Rose and Pete, really.
Yeah.
To sort of step up.
But it's kind of Rose, because the doctor's not there, is she? And it's Rose's kind of influence and always being on Pete and him finding out information and that kind of thing. So again, I'd say that's Rose mainly, but the doctor's there.
Yeah. Empty Child Doctor Dances Jack on the bomb. Even though he does the Everybody Lives.
Yeah.
But
it's Jack who's...
Jack, yeah. Boomtown, Margaret kind of saves herself.
And then you got the Heart of the TARDIS kind of introduction.
Yeah. There. And then Partner of the Way is Rose sort of comes in and saves him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting that he's rarely the one that's I'll flick the switch and save the day. Yeah. Which I think is interesting.
He leads everyone to get to the point, but he never... Is there an argument that he sacrifices himself at the end of Parting of the Ways? Because he takes the time vortex out of Rose?
Well, it's a I think as much as you were saying it's a parallel that she saves him in this episode and then at the end of the series, I think it's Rose saves him from the Daleks and then he returns the favour and saves her. I think throughout, you know, in that episode, and you've got Rose's speech about, you know, he makes you want to be better and shows you that there's more to life and all of this. That's exactly what he does for Mickey.
Yeah.
You know, and Mickey steps up in World War III. He goes from, you know,
he
cowering in the corner.
He goes through what Rose does in episode 1 because he's had a whole year.
Yeah.
To start researching, getting his own data, doing all of that.
And himself. Kathika, there's the whole thing of like, oh, you just don't want to ask questions, and you know, it's all of these. Jack, he kind of like
he changes Jack completely, doesn't he?
Yeah. So I think it's really nice, the idea that he's got this sort of influence.
Yeah.
Without having to sort of he like inspires people. Yeah. I feel like it, as I say, it is really difficult to talk about this episode.
Yeah.
Because
top and bottom of it, it's a absolutely fantastic series opener.
Mm-hmm.
It is everything that you want a series opener to do.
I think it's maybe the perfect reboot. There's two things here. A, it's the perfect reboot. There's no question of that. No other soft reboot has been able to do what Rose has done. It can be good, but I don't think it
it kind of hits the heights that Rose does, because that is just a perfect way to reintroduce the show. The second argument is it the best series opener? And I think it's up there with one of being the best series openers. I think the only thing for me that really challenges it as a series opener is the 11th Hour.
Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind for me.
But I think I have more enjoyment with Rose than I do the 11th Hour. But the 11th Hour is like only marginally underneath it.
Yeah, it's admirable how much of what they wanted to do with the show and all of the elements of it are here right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Whether that's in the script, in the performances, in the direction and effects and tone and all of that stuff. The music.
It has a bit of everything in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it has a slice of everything that you will see throughout the next 12 episodes.
Yeah. Should we talk about the goofy bits?
Yeah. Because you know what? And I'm going to say this seriously, like I do on my eyebrows.
Beg your pardon?
Why have my serious eyebrows on right now?
Oh, I see.
Why do people hate the bin bit so much?
I think because it's goofy.
Yeah, but this is what I mean by, in the episode you get literally a slice of everything what you're about to see, because you can't hate on the bins and then watch the Slitheen farting and explode over pickled onions.
But I think the people that hate the bin also hate the farting.
Yeah, but the farting is integral to the Slitheen and the mockery of the government.
It is.
I
don't mind either.
I love the bin. Do you know how many times I used to pretend that my recycling bin was about to eat me?
I dread to think.
A lot of times.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's the burping that people sort of are a bit like, oh, it's a bit cartoony. It's a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit too cheesy. I think that's the issue that people have.
Oh, so it's not the actual wheelie bin eating.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but he did just eat Mickey. I'd probably get a bit of indigestion.
Don't know what that means.
The bin just ate a human.
It's something there for the kids, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's something there for the kids.
It's a kids show.
I think it's same with Autumn Mickey with his pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of goofy stuff in there. I've never minded it, but
No.
also I understand why people are a bit like, it's a little bit.
Yeah, but they did need Plastic Mickey, because that's what we have the conflict between Rose and the Doctor there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying don't have Plastic Mickey, but like, obviously.
And how are we gonna get Plastic Mickey? The wheelie bin.
No, I'm not saying don't have the wheelie bin. I'm just saying like the burp is like there for like haha joke.
Yeah, it's just a little burp. It's
God,
just a little fart. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I know for a fact that at some point there will be a sort of goofy, cheesy joke in an episode that we review that you're going to be like, oh my God, I hate that so much.
Oh my God, tell me, what one is it?
No,
tell me.
I don't. I've not got a specific one in mind. I'm just saying.
You just know that it's going to happen.
I know that there'll be one.
Probably.
So I'll remind you of this.
Thanks.
Yeah,
There's something I can't remember what
mind it.
I can't remember what episode it's in. I think it's in a Moffat era one where they use like a sound effect, like kind of like the burp, where it's just like, well, that was unnecessary. I can't remember what episode it was. I can't remember what it is, but I know that exists somewhere.
I think it's because it's like a stock sort of.
Oh, so because the Foley artist isn't there drinking loads of Sprite, getting a burp brewing. That's what it is.
No, I think it's
ready to do that in the mic.
It's because it sounds like it's ripped straight from like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
As does the farting with the Slitheen, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, it's a kid show. So.
What other goofy things are there
then? Yeah, it's like Autumn Mickey, the burping bin.
So no one else can say anything. Everything else is pretty serious.
I can't think of anything else. The other bits are just like the like
Give a man
lines
a
of
plastic
dialogue.
hand, yeah.
Oh yeah, to be fair, the choking with
Yeah.
that sequence.
Yeah.
But God bless Chris and Billy for
Acting their hearts
trying
out
to
there,
make that
yeah.
look like it's not just a still prop that they're holding against their face.
Yeah, trying to pull it off.
Yeah, speaking of trying to pull it off, yeah, I said to you I'd never realised the line "Give a man a plastic hand" was reference to
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah, well, Mickey tells Rose to get her kit off.
Yeah,
He goes, "Here's my woman, kit off." And
doesn't
she's like,
surprise me.
yeah. And she's like, "No, make me a cup of tea. Wash the mug. I'm gonna go on your computer."
Yeah, well, like I said to you, he's like, "Oh, don't check my emails."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that the actor or was it the character?
exactly. Yeah, don't check my emails. You might see something from the police on there. Pending investigation. Allegedly.
Allegedly?
Well, no, the investigation's not alleged. The investigation is very much happening.
Anyway.
I don't really know. I'm not following it. Fuck Noel Clark.
Moving on.
Yeah. But annoyingly, I really like what Mickey as a character adds to this episode.
I agree.
And
throughout the rest of the
throughout the
series
run
one,
overall, yeah. I think it's interesting. Obviously, he's very much sort of played for the comic relief,
yeah.
and the, you know,
he is the tin dog.
he is the tin dog, yeah. But I like his, as you were saying, that he has that sort of journey,
yeah,
and that progression throughout. It just happens a lot slower than it does for Rose
yeah.
because
she's a protagonist and he's not an A.
But also, I think just as very different people, he isn't interested. He sort of sees all of this and goes
absolutely not.
Yeah, and wants to run away. Yeah. Whereas Rose jumps into
it. Yeah.
But the real MVP of the supporting cast
is a Miss Jackie Tyler.
Jackie Tyler. I
Camille.
Love Camille Coduri. What an absolute legend.
She's mother. Absolute mother.
Yeah. I mean, what are your theories on so when in that opening montage and Rose leaves the house and she sat there with a cup of tea or whatever in a dressing gown, and then as soon as Rose leaves the door,
she goes on the phone.
She reaches for the phone.
Yeah.
What's she up to?
Well, no, it's a very prominent character trait, isn't it? That Jackie's always on the phone and she's like a little social butterfly on the council estate, isn't she? She's always in people's business. She's always on the phone, like when she's like, "Bev, she's alive," and she's like,
I thought it was something she was doing something sus. I don't know.
No, she's just always on the phone.
Because she sort of like waits for Rose to leave. And then
so that she can go on the phone and start gossiping and start doing all that on the estate.
I thought she was calling Rodrigo or someone.
She could have been.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. She's like, she's in everyone's business, isn't she? She knows everyone. She's always on the phone. She's always owing favours, or someone's always owing favours to her.
Exactly. I think my headcanon is this.
She was waiting for Rose to go, so when she's like, Howard's been staying over. Howard from the market.
Well, no, it's Rodrigo at this point because
because Christmas Invasion hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So it's Rodrigo,
or someone before Rodrigo.
Yeah.
You never know.
Where does Elton fall in this timeline?
Yeah, but what a great character.
I love her.
She's so fun. And she's like played just to perfection.
Yeah.
By Camille. Yeah.
I'm in town!
Just endlessly quotable.
Yeah, she really is.
That whole little exchange with her and Chris where he's in the doorway.
I'm in my dressing gown.
Yes, you are.
There's a strange man in my bedroom.
Yes, there is.
Wow. Anything could happen.
No. Iconic little bit of
But that also sets her up brilliantly.
Yeah. You know exactly who she is.
Flirtatious.
Just little
bean.
And that she's my my favorite joke in the whole episode is where she's trying to convince Rose to like sue and get some compensation,
Oh.
and she's like, Ariana got 2,000 quid off the council for because that old man behind the counter said she looked Greek. I mean,
I know
she is
she's
Greek, but it's not the
a
point.
valid. No, she's like, but it's a valid claim.
It's so good because again it feels so human. Like
Yeah.
I've met Jackie Tyler's,
Yeah.
like I've met Rose's, I've met Mickey's, like I've met Clive's.
Yeah. I think I was meant to be Clive.
See, I really like what Clive sort of represents, sort of metatextually, in that he's the old school Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
He's middle aged, like he's still very much obsessed with this thing that he's been following for God knows how long. But I think it's nice that they don't.
He's not some like kooky like, oh well, I've got this document here and blah, 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 and and make it like one of those like kind of manic,
like
creepy.
It's quite a fond sort of.
He's like a bubbly little. Oh well, there's this picture here.
Yeah, he's just a really lovely
nice
man.
guy.
Like,
and he's got a nice wife and he's got a kid.
I think Mark Benton's performance does a lot to sort of
soften
elevate that. Yeah. Because I think it could have quite easily been just ripping the piss out of, always like he's got his anorak on and he lives in his mum's basement and like, and all of those sort of stereotypes of the sort of nerdy shut in that doesn't have any friends and whatever. And it's not, it feels like a really nice sort of almost like a nice little love letter to like classic fans, and be like, you're I mean, I don't know what it says that he gets shot in the face.
Yeah, but his face literally, he's like, are you fucking kidding me? His face is literally like,
it's so sad though.
No, because he's literally just said anyone who's like in contact with anyone who knows the Doctor, whatever, he brings death. And then literally his face to face with an Auton, and you just see his little eye roll like, of course, this is where we've got to. It is really sad. I love Clive
because he's such a nice character. Mark Benton's great. But like, yeah,
I want a shed. I want a Clive shed. I want a Clive shed. Every time he's like, I'm in the shed, I'm like, me too. In the future, me too.
But speaking of, I think maybe the whole thing of like, and it's a fun little joke when his wife comes down and is like, she says she.
Yeah.
But I think that's maybe like a bit of a comment on like, it's not just for middle-aged men anymore, and it's not just for boys.
Boys, yeah.
And I think a big part of that is being like, here's Billie Piper front and center.
Yeah.
The amount of like kids I went to school with that wanted to be Billie Piper as Rose, or later on Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
Like, and really forming. I think they're like.
That was me. I was that person.
Yeah, like I really feel like they're big sort of female role models.
I've always said that if I, in my wildest dreams, ever got to be on Doctor Who as main cast in any way, shape or form, like when people are like, oh, like, would you want to be the Doctor? Would you want to? I will always say, I don't want to be the Doctor. I want to be a companion.
Okay.
Always. You got more, not necessarily. Yeah, no, like I think there's more to play with if you're a companion than what you've got as the Doctor.
Interesting.
I'd always want to be a companion over the Doctor anytime.
But I think, and probably part of that is you sort of falling in love with Billie Piper from this episode and beyond. But yeah, I think it's interesting that there's so many of those things where it's sort of,
it's saying this is the new way we're doing things.
And even like, it's obviously a throwaway line, and again another great joke, but when the Doctor's in Rose's flat and he's doing it. He's messing about with the cards, and he
Mm.
flicks through the book, looks through the magazine. Oh, that one lasts. He's gay.
Okay,
She's
she's
an
an
alien.
alien.
But that's like the first mention of homosexuality
Doctor Who.
in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's like only just got woke.
Oh yeah.
It's only just got woke.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you think about, like, you know, the amount of sort of references and Jack come in as like very sort of out pansexual character.
Yeah.
You've got the first gay kiss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like
You
all
have
of
the challenging roses. You're so gay in
Yep.
Aliens of London.
You've got Cassandra's line about when
Being
I was a little
trans,
boy, and like all of these little things. And I'm not saying like, oh, this is incredible, you know, because particularly those last two,
Yeah. Oh.
you know, have got but even just having it in there in like 2005
Is
in like a tea time
Mhm.
BBC
Family show.
family show.
Yeah. We're still very big.
Yeah,
a
and
big deal.
I think it kind of shows what some of Russell's like
Intention.
and like some of his priorities for,
Yeah.
and that's not like the gay agenda,
No.
but like
No.
just that he's, you know, especially
It's representation, isn't it?
representation, and you know, obviously as a gay man himself, sort of reflecting some of his own like experience and
Well,
stuff throughout. Like,
This is the thing as well, it being a family show, if you introduce these things to people at a young age and it be normal and not
Mhm.
something that is out there, and you know what I mean, like then it forms that normality
yeah,
for the future, which
I've-
is really important.
I genuinely think Doctor Who is responsible for a lot of my sort of like leftist
Hmm.
views and politics and things.
Yeah.
Because I never really questioned like gay relationships or
Hmm.
any of that, because it was just there, and that
Oh,
was
you lefty woke.
I know, I'm so woke. Jack's about flirting with everyone,
Yeah.
and it's haha, Jack's flirting with everyone. I've never gone, oh,
but why is he flirting with a boy for?
yeah,
Why did he kiss the
icky.
doctor boy even though he's an alien?
I mean, at this
But-
point, I'd have probably been more okay with that because girls smell, obviously.
Oh yeah, of
When
course,
you're like
yeah.
6 years, girls all smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
I think it's really something that
Hmm.
a TV show can have that kind of effect.
Well, yeah, that's the media for you.
Yeah. Well, let's pick some just like random like favorite moments
Okay.
to discuss briefly.
Mhm.
Have you got any that come to mind?
Wilson, I've got your lottery money. Wilson. I love how she says that.
Just that. That's
No, I love it. It's just such
yeah, I mean, mine's you know, the turn of the earth speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. That's his like I'm the Doctor moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so beautifully written, and Chris performs it with such like, I love how it starts with a sort of childlike excitement,
Mm.
and you know, there's that light behind his eyes and he's sort of grinning, and then it slowly sort of gets more
Serious
and the thing for me is, after that beautiful speech, he sort of like undercuts it and he's like, anyway, yeah, just go home. And you think like, oh, okay, he's being flippant and whatever.
Then he walks,
As soon as you
pans
get that
round.
reverse
Yeah.
shot of him when Rose can't see his face and he
he's
is like
serious.
stony,
Yeah.
and it's like, who is this guy?
Uh-huh.
Like, who is this man?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I also love, I know we've mentioned it already briefly, the okay, can you, I don't know if this is just my human error of not being able to understand social cues and conversations,
Yeah.
but can you just explain something to me?
Mm.
So I love this whole setup from when the doctor goes to the flat and all the way through them smashing through the coffee table,
Mhm.
all that. I love all of that. That's great. So you know when Rose is shouting at Jackie like, "Now you thought about it, about the cat flap," and then she starts to peer through, she sees a doctor, and then she opens the door, and he goes, "What are you doing here? Because I live here." And then he's like, "Oh, what do you do that for?" What? I don't understand what the question is.
It's not a serious question.
I don't understand what are you doing here? I live here. Well, what do you do that for? Because I do. It's that bit when she's like, because I do. And I'm only here because someone blew up my job. It's the because I do that confused me.
What confuses you?
Well, what do you do what for?
Live here.
Oh.
What are you doing here? I live here. Well, what are you going to do that for? Because I do.
Why would you ask, why do you live here?
Because that it's not a serious question. It's...
But he delivers it seriously. Or am I not reading it right?
No.
It really, that,
'Cause it's
until
him-
this moment.
It's him going, "What are you doing here? I recognise you from last night. I live here." And he's like, "Well, why are you doing that? Like, this is where I've come to, like, find this thing." It's like a flippant...
Oh. That's confused me for 20 years.
Jesus Christ. It's not like, yeah, he's not genuinely asking, "Why do you live here?"
It's just
He's just
well,
like-
what'd you do that for?
Like,
Because
"Well-"
I do. And I'm like, because, why'd you
Yeah,
do what?
and
And because,
she's,
what are
and
you
she's
doing?
coming
what?
back. She's coming back with, like, "The fuck are you on about? You turned up at my door. What do you mean? Why do I live here?"
Right. I've just been, that's confused me for 20 years.
Have you got any other favourite
Oh,
moments?
sorry. I think one of my favourite moments is your classic Rose standing up and she's like, "I've got no A levels, no job, no
Yeah.
future, but what I do
And the
have."
big...
Yeah.
And then swinging down
And then
like
swinging
Tarzan.
down. My favourite thing is, and you can only like really notice it if not, I was about to say, if you're in the know, shut up. But like, if you're watching with the BDI and have some sort of like understanding
And
on
you've
how
seen it 206 times.
1,000 times over the past 20 years, and you've got a bit of a keen eye for how the mechanics behind the scenes work.
Autism.
I love the not awkward, but like if you notice it, a little bit awkward transition between Rose in the harness after she swung down on the chain to the transition to her out of the harness and the run.
Oh, yeah.
I love that so much. It's so like she's so uncomfortable, you know, when they're like that and they're looking down. Then Chris looks at her and she's like that, and then it cuts and it's like kind of normal. It does another cut again. She's got the harness on, cut off again, and then they start bombing it. And I'm like, this is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, also we've not talked about the first like Fantastic
Oh yeah,
with the
like a transmitter.
See, that again, I think that in itself is a kind of, that's a little
Like
bit goofy.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just the comedy. It's a little bit slapstick, isn't it? And a little
Yeah.
bit, you know. Also, yeah, the rest of it, him checking out his face in the mirror and
Yeah. Oh, the
look
ears.
at the ears.
I like it when he's got his little machine. He's like, go home and have your lovely beans on toast.
Yeah, I mean, that little introduction
Yeah.
is just the
I'm
whole
the doctor,
like,
by the way. Who are you?
yeah,
Rose.
him
Nice to
opening the
meet you,
door
Rose.
to
Run for your life.
life. There's so many incredible moments.
Yeah.
Rose first stepping into the TARDIS,
Oh, yeah.
proper like goosebumps
Is
moment,
the
isn't it?
inside is bigger than the outside? Yeah. It's alien. Yeah. You're alien. Yes. Is that alright? Yeah. I love all of that.
This is gonna be you for the rest of the evening. isn't it? Yeah. Just to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably. I know this one's been a little bit looser, but as I say, there's like simultaneously so much to say and nothing to say because it's been said
So many times.
so many times. But I tell you what, we can do
A little bit of trivia.
a little bit of trivia.
Woo woo.
And this week,
Yeah.
our trivia. Well, I say this week. Obviously, it's always called this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
Factastic.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I like that one.
Lovely. Well, I've got quite a lot of
Factastic trivia.
factastic trivia for this one.
Did you know?
Did you know that actors initially considered for the role of the Ninth Doctor included Alan Davies, Kat has like a weird
I love
obsession with Alan Davies.
I love Alan Davies. I love Alan Davies. I love him. I love him. And he ages like fine wine.
Calm down.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my god, but I love Jonathan Creek. I love Jonathan Creek, and I have essentially Ninth Doctor Jonathan Creek with Alan Davies. Oh my god. Wow.
Included Alan Davies, Susie Izzard, Martin Clunes.
Oh, really? I don't like him. Sorry.
Sorry if you're listening, Martin.
Sorry.
David Suchet, Poirot,
Okay.
and the landlord in Knock Knock.
Yep.
Anthony Head. And,
Predatane Man.
and Richard E. Grant.
Oh, no.
Others were actually approached for the role but turned it down for various reasons.
Who?
Shane Ritchie.
Alfie
Moon. Shane Ritchie cited his filming commitments with EastEnders.
Moon.
That's why he turned it down. Bill Nighy rejected the offer.
The Science Guy.
No, not Bill Nye.
Oh, who?
Bill Nye.
Wait, who did you say?
Bill Nighy.
Who? Who's
Right,
that?
now I've got to think what you'd know. Look, you've not seen Love Actually. Have you seen About Time?
No.
Have you? He's Vincent of the Doctor. He's the curator in the museum, the art critic.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Nighy rejected the offer because he believed the role would have too much baggage,
Baggage.
like outside of just doing a job.
Which is true.
Yeah. Alan Cumming
Oh, no way.
backed out when he found it would mean 8 months filming in Cardiff.
Poor Cardiff.
And Hugh Grant turned it down as he didn't believe that the revival would take off,
Oh,
something
wow.
he has since expressed regret over.
Yeah. There you
Paul
go.
McGann said that had he been asked, he would have returned to the series.
Yeah, but they didn't think to ask him, did they?
No.
Which is sad.
And,
But
and the BBC originally suggested having Tom Baker back in the role to capitalise on his legacy.
that's hilarious.
Davies pretended to agree with the request before proceeding to completely ignore it.
That's incredible.
So they were like, yeah, you can bring it back, but bring the one with the scarf back. And he was like, oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Goes for Chris Ferguson.
Yeah. So Louise Brealey, who plays Molly in Sherlock.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Auditioned to play Rose.
Ooh.
She cited it as her worst audition ever. She was also a journalist at the time, and apparently Eccleston recognised her from an unflattering piece that she'd previously written.
Could you imagine that chemistry?
I don't think the chemistry read
Would have
was
gone.
successful.
Yeah.
Someone else looking for the role of Rose,
Go on.
one Georgia Moffat.
Yeah.
She actually wrote to Russell and the production team to apply for the part, but they decided not to audition her because she was too young.
But they did want her in it though, didn't they? And that's why they brought her back for the Doctor's Daughter.
Well, yes.
She did an interview about it, didn't she? Because wasn't she supposed to be Renette or something in Girl in the Fireplace?
No.
She was supposed to be someone, but then they brought her back for the Doctor's Daughter.
Yeah.
Was it Unicorn and the Wasp?
She auditioned for
It was
Rowena.
the Unicorn, wasn't it?
She was up for it, and then they were like,
We want you in a bigger role, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was something like that.
Edgar Wright was asked to direct the episode,
Mm.
but had to decline because he was still working on Shaun of the Dead. And where did that go?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bet he's real regretting that now. After the infamous incident of Graham Norton's voice briefly bleeding into the episode's original transmission feed, Russell T Davies actually incorporated this moment into his 2018 Target novelisation of the story, where down in the cellar, Rose can hear the voice of an Irish comedian on the radio in her distance. Which is quite cool. You know about the Graham Norton thing, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know about the Graham Norton thing?
I have no idea.
Oh my god. Right, okay. So, when Rose went out on BBC,
Yeah.
it was just after one of those talent shows. Like it was like a spin-off of Strictly,
Right.
that Graham Norton was hosting,
Right.
and it was like a live broadcast.
Right.
So somehow, whilst Doctor Who was going out,
Mm.
live feed from his mic
Yeah.
on the studio floor, being like, "Oh, so do you want me to stand here? Wait, bit closer." Just like obviously off air, just in the studio. Somehow that bled into the transmission feed that went out live on BBC.
Yeah.
So if you watched, well, as you would have watched
Yeah, but I
it.
didn't watch right from the beginning.
Ah, there you go.
I joined when Rose runs out of the TARDIS and she's like, Mickey, and then he's like, oh, don't have you domestic.
So you didn't watch any of it?
Yeah, I watched the ending. I watched the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, so it's when she goes down into the cellar. And that
Oh.
was coming through. So Russell was saying when they were watching it as it was going out, they were all panicking. They were like, "Oh my god, it's ruined. It's
Yeah.
you know." So trying to be like, "Don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen
Yeah,
again."
yeah.
So yeah, as reference to that, when he wrote
So he's in the novelisation.
when he
and
wrote
I
the
just
novelisation,
because I've read it and listened to the audiobook, so I must have just completely disregarded that in my head.
Well, yeah, it's just a little reference to.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's quite fun. And then Graham Norton pops back up.
In the Interstellar Song Contest.
Yes, but I was going to say he also ruined Doctor Who again.
What?
In
How?
The Time of Angels. So you know the big dramatic cliffhanger for Time of Angels when it's
Yeah,
Matt
when
doing his feet.
with his gun.
There's one thing you never put in a trap if you're smart, if you valued your continued existence of it, all of that, right?
Hmm.
As that's going up and you get that shot of him pointing the gun up, a little animated banner came across the screen with a little cartoon Graham Norton skipping along, saying like, "Oh, next is." It was like one of those like any dream will do. Like we're finding the next Nancy for Oliver, or
Wow.
Joseph, or yeah. So he comes across, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doctor Who further ruined it by doing the Next Time trailer. Because it's a cliffhanger, but it gets resolved with the Next Time trailer.
They stopped doing the Next Time trailers like right after the credits at that point.
Had they?
It was like, it's only series 1 really where the Next Time trailer isn't after the end credits.
Oh, so is it after the end credits?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still ruins it if you stay and watch it.
Yeah, but you got the chance to not stay and watch it, haven't you?
Okay, fair.
You didn't, apparently. Never watched the trailers.
I never watched the end. As soon as it finishes, I turn it off. I've got other things to do.
So the temp music that was used for the opening montage of Rose's day, was "Sound of the Underground" by Girls Aloud.
That, considering I use Westminster whatever to, if I'm having a low energy morning, I put that on to wake me up and get my things done. I don't think I could do that to Sound of the Underground. Could you imagine?
But you can kind of hear the similar.
Yeah.
Similar. I think you can.
Yeah, but would it have been them singing?
No, they wouldn't have actually used it. It was just like a placeholder
for. I thought you meant that was the alternative.
No. That was just the placeholder for and then we'll just drop this in. Yeah.
Fair. I thought you meant that was the alternative. I was like, I can't wake up every morning to that.
No. But also that track, Westminster Bridge, sounds very similar to a track by Pixies, which I'll play for you in a second off mic, called Cecilia Ann. 2 seconds. I'm just about to play Cat the track.
Oh, here it is. I think I know where Murray goes inspo for that.
Would you like to know some foreign titles for this episode?
Yeah.
Well, most of them are just called Rose in their respective...
why would it not be?
Well, very good question, but I've got 2 here where it's not called Rose.
Go on.
In Hungarian, this episode is called The Attack of the Mannequins.
Oh yeah, let's go.
And in Japanese,
okay,
this is called Mannequin Wars.
Mannequin Wars? You know what? I'd watch that.
Mannequin Wars.
Mannequin Wars, and it's just 2 different versions of War Torn.
Just like
at each
other,
yeah.
So this episode actually leaked on torrent sites a whole month before it aired, only missing the Next Time trailer and Murray's new rendition of the theme. So it used the 60s Derbyshire theme in its place. The source turned out to be a third-party company in Canada that had a legitimate preview copy, and the employee responsible was promptly fired. However,
Oh.
there are rumours that it was intentionally leaked as they believed it would generate more hype for the series prior to its launch.
Wrestle at it again.
Generating content.
Yeah.
The word Auton is never said on screen.
No, it hasn't. Yeah, yeah.
The restaurant that Rose and Mickey eat at is called Tiziano's. It's a reference to the artist Tiziano Vecellio, which I've absolutely nailed the pronunciation of, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whose painting Salome depicts the aftermath of the decapitation of John the Baptist, paralleling Mickey's head getting pulled off.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice little,
I love
little
that.
detail.
Yeah.
The script originally called for the Doctor to stick his entire head through the cat flap.
I'm glad they didn't.
But then when
Chris's head wouldn't fit through.
basically they got the cat flap and went, oh, that's too small. You're not getting your head through that. So that got taken away.
I'm glad.
Originally, Rose first seeing the TARDIS, it's scripted that we see it that first time that she sees it.
Oh, so we don't see it when so we don't see it when she runs past it at the beginning. It's like
no, sorry, like in the interior.
Oh.
So she goes in and the shot's just on Billy's face, and then she runs out.
Yeah.
And then when she runs back in, that's when we see it. It was scripted that we got a glimpse of it as she did that first time.
Okay.
And the director said, "No, I think it'll be more impactful."
Yeah.
And I think that
I agree.
Really, really works. Yeah.
And then that's the first time we hear a theme as well, and it's just it's beautiful.
Well, it's not her theme. It's Doomsday, but
it's Rose's theme that plays. Oh, it's not. It's Doomsday. Sorry, ignore me.
Which is interesting because I wonder how intentional. Obviously, when Murray wrote it, he wasn't thinking, "Oh, and I'll use that in the series 2 finale." But
yeah,
when it came to writing Doomsday, I wonder if he sort of looked back and went, "Oh, I'll
put
sort of I'll use that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lovely little sort of cyclical,
First episode, last episode.
Yeah, and also it's almost like when she steps into that box, that's when
her journey begins, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And a couple of details from early drafts of the script. At one point included Auton bin men, which would explain how Mickey ends up in the Auton lair after being eaten by the bin.
We were robbed. We were robbed of Auton bin men. What are you saying?
Auton Mickey would have been unmasked when one of his plastic eyeballs fell into his soup.
I bet they were like, yeah, that's too scary. Yeah.
The villains were originally conceived to have been the twin bosses of Rose's company, who were always seen holding hands, which would be revealed to be because they were two Autons that had fused together.
Okay. That's bizarre.
Yeah. And at one point there was a reference to Jackie having received a phone call from Rose earlier that morning that Rose insisted she hadn't made. This would likely have been the phone conversation from the end of the world. So doing a little timey-wimey.
Oh, I would have done a little timey-wimey.
That would have been quite sweet.
That would have itched my brain.
But then, I don't know if you could make that line up with the... I don't know.
That conceptually, that's cool.
Yeah. Would have been quite nice.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bit like the 11 calling Clara in Deep Breath.
No,
kind of
hate that.
Okay, well, that's the end of Factastic.
Factastic was bloody fantastic.
Thank you very much. Overall, what do you think of this episode?
Banger.
It is really good.
9 out of 10.
It is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do still think it's the place to start.
Doctor Who, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish I could watch it all over again. I wish I could watch it all over again. My memory is awful. So, some episodes I couldn't remember. So, rewatching Capaldi was like rewatching the show all over again.
Right, yeah.
Which I really liked. but because I watch it so much
It's
recently,
like
I
seared
can't.
onto
I haven't
your-
forgotten it. I haven't left it enough time to forget it again.
I think that's what it is. Like watching it earlier on, I was like, I really do know this episode like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't watch it as obsessively as you do, but I
Yeah.
think it says a lot that I pretty much know this like
Yeah.
beat for beat.
Mhm.
You know.
This is why I'm on my classic Who binge at the minute, because I can't really remember any of the episodes because it's been so long and there's so many of them. They all kind of gel into one.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not as it's very sort of broad strokes for me remembering
Yeah.
classic episodes.
Mhm.
Apart from the ones that have like really stuck with me.
Like the really good ones, yeah.
Um,
I've been watching The Fifth Doctor to fall asleep to recently.
oh,
What?
sorry, Peter.
No. I have to watch things to help me fall asleep at night, and I've been watching I've been doing my Fifth Doctor run to help me fall asleep. Not to help me fall asleep, just to watch as I fall asleep. Oh, God. Just to watch as I fall asleep. And then I pick it back up in the morning.
Yeah.
Go away. I don't mean because it's boring or anything negative. I've just been watching it to bed.
Sure thing.
Oh, shut up.
Well, I think that probably is probably a good place to end.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
And go and watch Rose again.
Everyone, here's your homework.
Yeah.
From this week's podcast, here's your homework. Go and watch Rose again.
Go and watch Rose again.
And then let us know what you think.
Well, interestingly enough, next week,
Yeah.
sort of as a little tag along from this episode, we're discussing the best Doctor debut stories.
We are.
So who knows? Maybe Rose
We'll
will
end
pop
up on it.
But yeah, we're gonna be discussing that and a few of our other favourites throughout the show's history.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned for that next week. In the meantime, Kat.
Yeah.
Where could they find you?
Where can they find me?
Yeah, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at simplykatie_XO. Where can they find you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you can find me also on Twitter at Sun and Biscuit, and also on the Sun and Biscuit YouTube channel, which you may very well be listening to this here podcast on right now.
Interesting.
But until then,
ciao.
We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.